Hey, Megan Miller. We're going to be doing these clouds tonight. I'm starting with, we have the pink wisp and the hibiscus pink. Franny B and Danny in the house. Darla in the house. Hey, y'all. So excited that y'all are here. We're working on these clouds. So get your moo-moos and your markers. Thank you, Megan, for the heart me. We're going to be starting with step 1, where it says fill with a light base or leave white if you prefer. So we're going to do a couple. Obviously, we have some extra examples here, but we're going to just do the whole light base first. And for our light base, we're going to use pink wisp. So let me write this down over here. Hey, Lisa. You can use whatever color combo you want. I'm going to start with pink just because that's what the example is, but we'll pick another color and do maybe like a night cloud for our next one. Yes. Okay. So we're just going to do basic cloud. I know we just did a cloud in our pattern book, but this one was a little different. Yes, big old fluffy pink clouds. Thank you, Darla and Megan, for the Go Populars. How was y'all's Monday? Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you're stopping by. Franny B, thank you for the heart me. Yeah, I bet, especially with y'all having spring break this coming up week. All right, we're going to let that dry for a second. And then step 2 says, imagine the cloud as a group of round circular forms. Lightly sketch them in pencil if needed. And then shade the bottom of the cloud and the lower parts of each form and fill the gaps between them. There's a reference down here. So, okay, yeah, Franny, any 2 color combos will be fine, a lighter and a darker. And then down here, we're going to do like a nighttime cloud. So we're going to pick some darker blues for this one down here. But if you need to draw them in, you can. I'm just going to kind of freehand it. But I'm going to let that dry. Don't forget your page protector thingy. Okay, if we go of our reference, we're going to want to like fill in these type of areas, like a little bubble. But over here. Carla in the house. Oh no, you know, that actually happened to me the other day. I put it behind my page, but I put it behind a page back and it wasn't right behind it. And I didn't realize it. All right, so we're going to go in and add our little shadow in here and there. This is quite a different cloud than we did on our pattern night. It's honestly not my favorite way to do a cloud. I almost skipped this page because I know we just did clouds in our pattern book. And like I said, this wasn't my exact favorite technique for a cloud. But then I felt like we had to finish it because of the book. You know, like I didn't want to skip our book. Now, for this cloud, I'm going to do a little different of a technique. And it might work easier for you if you pencil it in. So what I like to do is when I want to use like these little bubbles, I sketch in half of my cloud, like almost like two clouds in one. So I'm going to take and do it lightly because it can show through your alcohol marker. But I make a second cloud. This one's going to be our nighttime cloud. So I'm going to pick some colors in just a second to do kind of a nighttime cloud. You can pick whatever colors that you would like. Like nighttime, kind of stormy, maybe, if you will. I'm gonna do the fog blue. The porcelain. Stone blue. And gunmetal. Okay, I'm going to hold these up for a second, but then I'll write them down if you're following along. I know I'm moving a little quickly because that was pretty simple, and honestly, you don't love that technique. But I'm going to show you how I usually do my clouds. So we're going to start with that porcelain blue, the fog blue, the stone blue, and the gunmetal blue. And this will work with any color. If you want to do purples, if you want to do like yellowy oranges, but you want at least 3. I'm going to use 4. Shades. And let me get them open real quick. I'll write them down. That way if you're not quite caught up, it'll be here for you. And actually, I have a page here where they're already done, kind of. And so this is the idea. We're going to start with this lighter shade and move into this darker shade. But we've got two. So we're going to do this again here. So lighter to dark, light to dark. Hey, Gems. Thank y'all for the taps. So you want to start at the top with your lightest shade. Hey, Sienna. So I'm going to start with that porcelain blue. Right here around the top. And then fade into that fog blue. Overlap just a little bit. We're going to go back in with that porcelain just to get a good blend there. I am not. Hey, Christina. Okay, bring that fog blue down just a little bit more. And even into this side. Okay, going in with the stone blue. Christina leveling up in the fan club. You want to kind of keep that shape of those like cloud circles, bubbles. I'm going to go back in with that fog blue. Thank you. To blend that out. And then your darkest color, that gunmetal blue, is going to be right here over where we drew that line. Now, if you're using a lighter shade, you want to erase that pencil line because it'll show through the alcohol marker. But with this being so dark, I'm not super worried about that. All right, go back in and blend that out. Okay, and now we're going to repeat this process on this one. So we're going to leave this top part light and fade down into the dark, if that makes sense. So starting back with that porcelain blue. Now you don't want to blend these two. I probably should wait a little longer to let it dry because you want that harsh divide to where it makes it almost look like two clouds overlapping. So don't go back and blend that. And you might want to wait a minute for it to dry so it don't bleed together. I did not wait very long. I probably should have waited a little longer, but all right, we got our porcelain blue and we're just going to repeat that process. Moving into fog blue. And every time you add a darker layer, you want to go back with your light layer to kind of smooth that in. And you can see, this is why I use 4 different colors to get a good blend. The less colors you use, the harder it's going to be to kind of make that blend look seamless. Okay, moving into stone blue. Thank you for the taps. All right, and then that last one. And so this is kind of how I like to do my clouds. And I'll even go in and add a couple like little white acrylic stars on top sometimes. I'll show you what that will look like. That's an option. Thank you. And don't forget, if you are a super fan, tomorrow night we're going to be having our first ever super fans coloring class. I'm going to be showing you, we're going to be doing a series actually. Awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you, Minnie. I'm going to be doing a coloring class tomorrow. It'll be our first one ever with our super fans. So it'll be a super fans only live, but I'll be showing you, it's going to be a series, but it's going to be how to do skies. Thank you, Bougie, for the follow. Bougie, for the follow. But because it's a series, we're going to start off really basic with some blending and move into skies over the next couple of weeks and do different skies, sunsets, sunrises, regular blue skies, rainy skies. And we're going to have a series on skies coming up for super fans on Tuesday nights at 6:30. And of course, if you are a super fan and you miss, you get access to the full recorded live, so you can go back and reference it anytime. But I'm really excited as well. Really, really excited for that. Yes. Well, if you would like any information on super fan subscription or any details on that, just send me a DM and I will answer any questions that you might have. A lot of it is just through practice and trying different things, watching other artists, seeing how they do things and kind of seeing what I like. Yeah, no problem. So one extra thing you could do on this, like I said, if you're doing especially like a night sky, you can see I added some little dots here and there for stars. So that is an option. You can take your acrylic pen or gel pen and add those in. Or also, your little highlights here and there. If you want just a little extra details. And, I done smeared that. I knew that was going to happen. Like I said, this will work with any colors. If you want to do purple, yellows, just make sure you have a good gradient. And this is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow in depth, is that gradient, finding colors that blend well together, and how to get that smooth gradient and looking at blends on different types of papers. But it's really cool. I'm excited for the series, but of course, there's different ways that you can do your stars, however you like. Some little dots, or you can do the little crisscross stars. These little stars. And there you have some little night or stormy clouds. I would say, look, the next one is a sky. Oh, this is so cute. How is everybody's clouds coming along? I figured since we're doing the clouds and it was so quick, we could go ahead and just work on this sky page. I'm just going to follow the steps here because, like I said, we're about to be doing a super fans only in-depth sky series. So it's a book. Yep, here. I will pin it for you. These type of books have taught me a lot as well. It's the pinned book. It's in chapters. So it gives you like a skills page, and then it teaches you how to do all the items on the skills page. And then you put the skills page together with all the stuff that you've learned. And so these are good books for learning different techniques. And here's another chapter we finished. I work in this book every single Monday and Thursday. This was a skills page we finished. And then here were the items. And it gives you a suggested color palette and walks you through. Yes, this one is $16.95. Yeah. Yep, and so this is the chapter we're working on right now. Oh, yes, Lisa. Yes, it is excellent. I have not seen Reggie anymore. He finished in this chapter back here, and we haven't seen him anymore. Oh, it was this one. After this chapter, we never saw him anymore. Poor old Reggie. Albie, hey. Thank you for the heart me. I still have him though right here. Yeah, he was so much fun. All right, let's do the sky. How are you, Amy? Dreamy sky. All right, and then it's purple. So let's pick out some purples. Actually, give me just a second to put these markers away. I'm doing well, doing well. I was really exhausted yesterday. We had worked in the yard, but I'm feeling much better today finally. Thank you for the repost. Okay, let's find. Hey, Danny, how are you? We are working in the How to Coloring book. I work in it every Monday and Thursday. Thank you for the share, Paula. We are about to work on this night sky, this dreamy sky. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm just picking out some purples. It's suggesting 4. So I think I'm going to go with this. Thank you for the heart me, Michelle. Leveling up in the family. Thank you. I was so excited. I was really wanting their Decades book, so I'm excited that I got it. I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking about this Lavender Wisp. Yes, I won one of the Wook books giveies today. It was 3 books and then a pack of markers. It was like the Decades book and then the Summer Days and then one other Days book. I can't remember. And then a 12-pack of their markers. Aw. Keep trying. Keep trying. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to do the Periwinkle. The Lavender Wisp. No, yes. Lavender. Oof, and Labella. Yes, don't give up. So I also suggest to have a colorless blender for this. And also, this is kind of what we're going to be looking at with your moon. I would not draw it in. I would just leave a white space, and we're going to use our colorless blender. So if you have a colorless blender, grab that. Let me put these colors down real quick so I don't forget them. Thank you, Mama of Pug, for the follow. Okay, let me write this down and we will get started. Megan, when I just heard that piano note for a second, I thought it was Black Parade, and I was like, wait a minute, wrong playlist. And there was like a big pause, and I was like, oh wait, never mind, this is it. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. It says blend the base lighter in the center and darker towards the edges. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It says draw the sun or moon as a white circle. That is an option. You could do that with your acrylic. I'm going to show you what I normally do. I just leave the page white, but I'll wet the area with a colorless blender and blend out. Oop, not that side. I don't want that side. With my lightest shade. So we're going to take oh man. Periwinkle. And we're going to do that on the outer edges. Thank you, Paula, for the share of this little moon here. And it's going to give this a nice gradient into the white. So lay that down. Smooth it out some. Hey, Katie. And so we're going to go around this. Start moving into that next shade. Oops, I think I got it backwards. My bad. This one should be on the inside. That's okay, we'll pivot. No big deal. Yes, I actually have a marker Parker. And I do use it, but I still have some markers in it from something I was doing earlier, and I just haven't changed it out. I know, I should have. All right, so I'm using lavender right now. They gave us a really big space, which is kind of crazy. Because you're going to have to work fast or you're going to get like these layer rings. And I'll probably get some because I'm not utilizing my marker Parker. And with this big of a space, I should have done that middle a little bigger, but... Or you could even go into even darker purples. Okay, I'm about to start moving into the darker shade. You want to overlap it just a little bit. You always want to go a little further than you actually need to with that lighter shade to kind of overlap it. It's a book that's pinned. It's called the How To Guided Tutorial Book. I would show you the cover, but I can't stop in the middle of this or it won't look very good. And you want to make sure you're moving back and forth. If you start letting that ink dry before you come back to it, that's where you're going to get some of those harsh lines, because the alcohol markers are meant for layering. And once it's dry, you're able to layer on top. So what we're using right now is like a wet on wet blend. So you want to keep working with the ink while it's wet. So it can be tough with big areas. It takes a little bit of practice with, chasing your ink. And this same thing can be done just kind of like we were talking about with the clouds, with any color. And tomorrow we'll start with our Sky series for our super fans, where we're going to go in a much depth of blending and picking colors and things like that for skies. Yes, it was tough for me because of my ADHD. I would get distracted and I would be off coloring somewhere and forget that I had ink somewhere else that was fresh that I should have been chasing. And So it's definitely been something I have to think about and keep up with. Okay, so this is where we're at. Ooh, this is where we're at so far. And we're going to go add in some of these details. One extra step that I like to do is add a little bit of a glow around the moon with a charcoal pencil. So I'm going to do that. Charlie Lou, happy birthday! I just found out this evening that it was your birthday. I'm so excited for you. I would sing to you, but I don't think you would like it very much. With this big space, we probably want to bring that out a little bit more, but I just was not, I didn't do that. All right, but what we are going to do is I'm going to take a charcoal pencil and you just go around a little bit of the edge, and then I'm going to smudge it out some. I don't know if she's still in here. She may have just swiped in and out. But yes, if you know Charlie Lou, today is her birthday. I like the charcoal pencil for this because it's very easy to kind of manipulate and smudge to where it's not super, super bright. And it kind of gives that hazy, foggy look. Glow, I guess you would say. And you can bring this out as much as you want around it. And I just do it with my finger, but you can use a smudger or a Q-tip or like a wad of paper. But that gives you your little glow around your moon. And then it says, add cloud shapes with a darker tone. So we're going to go in with a darker tone. I'm going to use Morning Glory. And we're going to add some clouds. Now, if you want to do the clouds like we did on the other page, you could sketch them out first and avoid that area. And then you can go in and do them like we had done here. But these, for this, we're just drawing some simple, like, just on top of. I'm using the Ohuhu alcohol markers, the Honolulu Bee. The alcohol markers are really good for layering and blending. Okay, and I think I'm going to add some up here too, just because there's so much sky here. Why did they give us this huge box? Okay, we got our clouds in here. You want to let that dry. And then we're going to go in and add our highlights to our clouds. And some stars in the sky. And that you want to use either an acrylic or gel pen. I'm going to be using my Geth pen, which is an acrylic pen. I like it for stars because it's a fine point. It's a 6mm point, so you can really get some tiny dots in. And since this is already dry, I'm going to go ahead and start there with the white dots and stars. Hi, Crystal. Amber in the... I like to actually put some stars on my clouds too. Hello, hello. No, that's okay, girl. All right, now on my clouds, I think I'm going to use a little bit bigger of an acrylic pen, the Saphia, because the clouds are just so large. I want a thicker highlight on them, and we're going to add what?
Guess who's home?
Hey, my love, Mr. Moo is home. I understand. Love yous. Talk to you later. Okay, I was worried with this purple that it was going to soak up and turn purple, and it is. You can put a gel pen underneath it, a different color that's not white, and it'll block, it'll like make a barrier. And they said, hey, Mr. Moo. He said, hey. And then it won't do that. But with this being a practice book, I'm not worried about that too much tonight. But you can do any color gel pen underneath that's not white, and then put your white on top, and it'll prevent it from soaking up like that. Thank you, Christy, for the follow. Thank you for the heart me, Amber. I hope y'all enjoy your movie. Thank you. All righty, girl. Hi, Kia. All right, we got our sky done. And so that completes. We've done in this chapter. I work in this book every Monday and Thursday if you're new here. and show you guys how to do different things. So we did our butterfly, we did a cloud, we did our sky. Thank you, Darla. Thursday night, we will begin our tulips. Which I think I put tulips in our disco today. I thought we were doing tulips. I don't know what I was thinking. I took a picture of the sky. I don't know. I feel confused right now. Then the moon and planets. And then we're going to put it all together in this page. I'm really excited. It's going to be great. Yep. I'm just kidding. All right. So that is, it is going to be great. I can't wait for this skills page. It's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited. But we are going to switch gears here. That's all I'm going to do for today for the How to Color book. And I think I want to color this page with you guys. Y'all want to help me color this? Pick some colors and stuff? Let me put these purples away real quick. Thank you for the taps. Okay, so after grape jelly, lavender wisp, and then periwinkle. And then lavender. What colors are we thinking for this page? Obviously, I think we need a green because of our frog. But what else? What other colors? There's a lemon, so maybe some yellow. What do y'all think? Hey, Sally. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for the heart me. We are just about to start this page. We just finished. No, that's okay, Katie. I totally understand. Thank you, Charmander, for the follow. We just finished, Sally, our how-to coloring book. Let me show you how it turned out. We did our clouds and our sky. So then we're going to start off on this on Thursday. And we're about to just color this for some fun. Gray for the mouse. Okay. All right. I guess we'll get started. We'll do the frog. Do we want our frog? Thank you. Do we want our frog to be kind of this type of green or the yellow greens? What do y'all think? Like bright green or kind of yellow green? What do y'all think? Sorry, some of y'all are probably coloring too. So you're probably like, I don't want to answer. I'm coloring. Thank you, Sally, for the repost. Yes, sir. Oh, you found them.
My computer thing works for mama.
Bright green. Mr. Moo brought me a cookie. I'm not supposed to be eating this. All right, bright green. Let's do it. Bud green. That sounds good. Let's put it down. Oh, Lord, I thought someone fell. Oh, I'm trying not to eat like gluten and carb stuff because I've got some inflammation going on. So I have been telling everybody, like, lately we've been trying to eat better. But I'm having a cookie. I know. Darla says that Mr. Moo needs his Moo Moo and markers. They're waiting on you to come color.
Wait, he's coloring tonight?
I think we're going to do it over my spring break, Darla. So in 8 days, we're counting down. Sorry, I'm trying not to smash in y'all's ear. Yes, Destiny, that's kind of what I have. And I've found out that if I eat less like carbs and gluten and like inflammation stuff, it helps a lot. Thank you, Sarah, for the heart me. All right, we're going to go in with, no, it's psoriatic arthritis. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. All right, we're going to go in with Bud Green for our frog.
Wait, where do you put Brother Ryan?
Oh, no, she was talking about, Darla was talking about, she was saying nice to Mr. Moo coloring. Sorry, we were having like two different conversations going. Yes, Caitlin, it is. I actually didn't get it until about 2 years ago. When I was just under a lot of stress, and it's been a lot. Hey, Jill. All right, we're coloring our frog. Oh, thank you, Care Bear, for your purchase. Woo! I'm going to give you a sticker to celebrate. I just have to chase this ink first for this frog. I've been really upset with the arthritis lately because it started, I guess because I've been coloring so much. It started getting me like hurting in my thumbs and my finger joints, and there have been a couple of mornings where I couldn't even barely open my markers, and I was so upset. But it's gotten better because, like I said, I've started to eat better. I kind of figured out some triggers. So I've been trying to eat better, starting to walk, try and, reduce inflammation. So it's a whole lot better than it was. And like a lot of the psoriasis is starting to go away. Because I've been trying to go without the shots. They were wanting me to take these shots. But I was like, well, I want to try and just make some changes on my own first. And I have seen improvement. Of course, it's probably a lot slower than it would be if I would have taken the shots. But that's why I'm like, ugh, I'm going to eat this cookie and then I'll probably have a pain flare up. Oops. But I was like, not my fingers. Don't take my fingers. All right, we got our frog down. Care Bear, let me get you, oh, yes, Jill, oh, yeah, thank you, Destiny, for, taking up and supporting me, but no, she didn't meet, we were having a side conversation. She's not like that at all. It's right here, Jill. I was coloring it earlier, but we were on Monday nights at 6:30. I do how-to coloring in a different book, so that's what we were doing. And then I just wanted to do something easy. So this is gone to the side for a second. But Care Bear, let me get you a sticker to celebrate your purchase. Yes, Darla, I have. And that's what I've been trying to do is eat more of those anti-inflammatory diet. All right, Care Bear, since we're coloring a frog, look at this. Yes, I just it takes so much like since I'm kind of figuring that page out, it just takes so much that of like my thinking and stuff that I was like, ugh, at this late I just want to do something easy. But I'm excited for it. It is coming out good. Thank you so much, Care Bear. But this is what I work in. This is what I was talking about, Jill. Every Monday and Thursday. This is how I first started my lives ever. And then it just stuck. And I have a bunch of ladies that have this book that follow along. So every Monday and Thursday I work in it. And it gives you like a skills page. And then it breaks the page down into parts. So each Monday and Thursday we work on one of the parts. And then when we finish all the parts for the chapter, we work on the skills page. So that's usually what I'm doing on Monday and Thursday. But tonight's was really easy and quick. So this was one of the chapters. Why do I feel like y'all are so zoomed in? Yes. And so this was just one of the first things I did because it lays it out for you. And then that's just kind of how my life started, was like tutorials. So and that's what we do. But it walks you through all, and it gives you a suggested color palette, tells you how to do everything, and then you put it all together on the skills page. So it's really cool. We really enjoy it. We've worked through, we started in the end of December, and we finished chapter 1 and 3 and 5. Megan Miller back in the house. Yes, it's the pinned book if you want to save it for later. Yes, it's here. You can get it here, or if you prefer the Zon, it's there. It's on the Zon as well. Oh, yay. Okay, let's go back to our frog. I don't know what happened there. Why he looks... Did I set something down? I don't know. Okay. You're welcome. All right. I like to color block. Oh, that's okay, Megan. Take that nap, girl. You gotta nap when you can. Thank you, Chrissy. Sorry, I just saw your comment about my nails. That one fell off, and I've had them on for almost 2 weeks now, so I just left it off because I'm probably going to change them tonight. All right, let's see which we could do the lemon leaf in this color. And then what else should we do? Green. Should we do this leaf in green too, or maybe do that one a different color? I love how it's it's obviously the mouse's house, so he's got a picture of the cheese. Oh, Megan, thank you for your... Did you get Tiny Gardens? I am so excited for you. I know you've been wanting that book. Let me get you a sticker. Look, since we're coloring frogs, I got you another frog with the strawberry. He's so cute. Boom. Meg the Miller. Thank you for your purchase. I'm so excited. Look, Megan loves plants, and so the little tiny garden book, she's been talking about it, and I'm so excited for her. It's so stinking cute. All right, guys, what else do y'all think we should do green on this page? We can always come back to it, but does anything stand out immediately that we want to do green? Or move to another color? I guess we can go ahead and do yellow for the lemon. Summer lemon. I feel like we should do summer lemon for the lemon. Troy on the hat. How are you, Troy? Thank you for the Go Populars and the heart me. All right, we got the lemon soap. I feel like the flower up here. Oh, the bee. Of course, the bee. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's good to see you. I guess if the bee is yellow, maybe we should wait to do the flower. The sponge? Or should we do the sponge like a pink? What do y'all think? I do like a limited palette, so it won't hurt my feelings if we do the sponge yellow. But what do y'all think? Yes, yellow centered flower. Good idea. Pink flower, pink sponge. Yes, let's do it. I feel like we need like a good pink too, like pink. Or dahlia pink. Let's do that. I feel like we need like a bright pink. It is. It really is. Anyone else coloring tonight? What y'all coloring? What y'all doing? Give me the deets. All right, we got the sponge, the flower. Ooh. Willow, I want to see it when you're done. Cozy Romanticy. Jill, I've been wanting that book. Oh, it's I think this is Aladdin. It's a Disney playlist, instrumental Disney. Yeah, this is Arabian Nights from Aladdin. All right, what else we think needs to be pink? Yeah. Do we want to do the inside of the mouse's ears this pink, or do we think this is too bright? It probably is too bright. We probably need to do a softer pink for the cheeks and the ears. That's what I'm thinking, Darla. Too bright. I'm thinking maybe that Sakura. Isn't it cute? This whole book is just so stinking cute. Thank you, Willow, for the your awesomes. And then let's match the inside of the ears. Thank y'all for the taps. We're almost at 10K. I do. We hit 10K. Yes, let's go look. Oh, it's cute. Katie, I like it. Everything looks really good. I love the buildings. So cute. If you're not in our disco and you would like to be, send me a DM or Franny B. Franny B, if you're in here, pin yourself. We have a whole section here of things. We would love you to be a part of it. We share our pictures. We share when we go live. Everybody can share. We have like little hobby stations. So let us know. We'll get you in there. You're right, Darla. We might have to. We might have to. All right. Anything else that we want to do this color pink as of yet? We could always come back. With frogs. Yes. I wonder if I can find one. I guess let's pick out a gray for the mouse. I think platinum gray, but let me look. Let me swatch it over here. Yeah, let's do platinum gray for our little mousy mouse. Hi, Sabette. How are you? This is a big mouse head. Are you right? I'm dying. Yes, I love these markers. Love them. I haven't had any issue with them at all. Hey, Jen, how are you? Yes, I definitely recommend them. I don't know if I would ever use any other ones. They're wonderful. I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah, I haven't used those before. But these, I know they're a little pricey and a little bit of an investment, but they blend really well. They have a great range of colors. I color every single day, and I've been using this set since October. And I just got to where, you know, some of my markers that I use regularly are just starting to run out. And that's with me using them very often. And they have, this brand has refills, cartridges that you can refill them. Or even in some stores, like I know like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, well, I don't know about Hobby Lobby, maybe Hobby Lobby. I know Michael's for sure. They sell the individual markers too. But sometimes they're sold out because they are very popular. But oh, yeah, possibly. See, I hadn't had that problem with this. I mean, obviously, with alcohol markers, they do bleed through, so I use a protective page, but I haven't had that issue of them bleeding on other pages after I'm done coloring. Yes, and I'll show you. This is some that I've done just in this book with these markers. They're really nice. Yeah, if you look on my feed, mostly everything that I colored there is with these markers. So if you want a good idea of how they work. Oh, look, I almost forgot his little hand underneath the water. On this page, I'm not blending as much because I'm just trying to keep it easy. But here are some others just to show you an example where they are layered and blended Some here. The leaves, layer, the grass blended. And this is on thin paper too. So blending on thin paper can be kind of difficult. Not difficult, I guess. I just don't feel like it's as smooth as it can be sometimes. So they're really good though. This is what it looks like on a thicker, like a cardstock. So here's cardstock. This one has a lot of blending in it. So I like the quality. Thank you, Jen, so much for the roses and the donut. I feel like the little pan down here needs to be gray. Thank you. You will with practice. Like I said, I color every single day. I always like to say practice makes progress. I really feel like the sink needs to be gray, but I don't want it to blend in with the mouse. I might have to pick a different gray for that. Like this and this. Or I might could do a dark, let's do a dark, like a dark gray, like a black almost. Yes, Darla, that's such good advice. Yes, I love that idea of like being able to look back and recreate the same page too. Months apart and see your progress. Thank you for the follow. I think the heart needs to be pink too, guys. Up here with the cheese, the little heart magnet. Thank you, Kayla, for the follow. Oh, goodness. And then look at your trees you just did. I guess I need to use that same for the bee. Look at the trees you just did. They were beautiful. That's so good. I love hearing that. Yes. Yeah. And Franny had been asking too about skies. So I was like, you know what? That'll be the perfect thing to start with for our super fans. And I wanted to really break it down, like, before we even get into a full sky, like break down blending and color, like finding color, just really break it down and move up into and build up and make it a whole series. So I'm really excited. Really excited. She really has. I love seeing her last picture with all the details on it. She did so good. She really is. Our whole community, like, I just love it. I love it so much. I know I say that a lot, but I really do. Sorry, I had to do this leaf kind of autumny because I needed to tie that color. It was gonna bother me if I had to use that same color somewheres. Yes. She is. Exactly. Her and her little Lola pages. It is. I feel like the soap bottle needs to be blue. We got the Dawn over here. The Dawn soap. It does with that yellow. And I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but I want to make this glitter. Like I want to make all the like the sticker magnets on the fridge glitter. Oh, you know what I just got? The frog may not even eat this, but I was thinking there's cheese because the mouse likes to eat cheese. And I'm like, is there a bee because the frog likes to eat bugs? But obviously they probably didn't want to do a fly because that's not cute. But I don't know if a frog would eat a bee. It might get stung. It might. I don't know. Thank you, Christy. We're just keeping it real simple tonight. I probably won't finish this tonight, but of course I'll go in. We'll add some details. Like I think I want to do the countertop in like granite, and then I want to do some like glitter in the back of these little stickers. We'll have to come up with a cute wallpaper. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So that is funny. We've got the cheese and the bee, the food. Now we know. Now we know. What color should the plates be, you guys? We could leave them white, but because I think about leaving the fridge white, but I'm gonna do like a shadow, like a little icy shadow. So we could leave the plates white. But what do y'all think? We could do the plates a different color. We could even do a little design on the plates. Not me yawning already. Yes, a design. Or that's what I was thinking, like around the edges. So we could leave the, I'll say we can leave the middle white and color the edges. And then add a design. I'll probably save that to when I'm a little more fresher minded. I think I want to do... Thank you, Sango, for the follow. I know I'm going to leave the fridge white, so I'm going to go ahead and just shadow that real quick, because I love using the icy lavender when I leave like things white as a shadow. I almost did black because our fridge is black. This is why I did the sink black. We have black appliances, so my fridge is black, my sink is black, the stove is black. So I almost did black to match the sink, but I was like, oh, that'll make it the page too dark. With all of this brightness on here. Oh, thank you. And look, ooh, Lord, I went way off there. The music doesn't help either. I always start to get so sleepy and relaxed. Coloring at night with you guys and with the music. All right, guys, I know we're not finished, but I'm going to have to pause for the night. I am so sleepy, and I want to look up some ideas for the plates. I'm going to look on Pinterest and see if I can find some designs on the plates, and then tomorrow we'll work on this some more, maybe in the morning, or I don't know, but I'll save it for you guys. I won't do it without you. We'll find a design for the plates, and then I'll think of something for the wall. Y'all might have to help me come up with colors. We'll have to come up with a wallpaper. And I need to look at a pattern for granite. I want to do a granite countertop, I think. But I know. Thank you so much, guys. I can tell I'm losing energy, and I feel like I'm boring now. I'm yawning, and I don't know. But thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for all the taps and the love and the conversation. Bye, y'all.